Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. Gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm, which gets it seen by more people. So thank you so very much for doing so. Now, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels. Fantastic. Okay. So we are crowned here by the Hermit. Now this is Virgo energy. And here it says, find or be a mentor. Take a break from society. A commitment to your spiritual growth. And it's also a connection with your spiritual growth. There's a real sense here of, let me come into myself. Let me see myself. Let me quiet my world and everything that I think that I should be going after, doing, achieving, succeeding, go, 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 go. And let me just calm and center myself and see myself openly and honestly. Now, this is also Virgo energy. So a time frame from August 23rd to September 22nd is coming into play. Now, if you have Virgo in your chart, if you have Virgo in your life, this comes through very powerfully and positively. It then moves us to balance reverse. Now, this is us. Sagittarius, we are represented by balance here in this deck, but it is temperance in the major arcana. It says, take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There is no need to rush. And that's what we're kind of forgetting during this time. We feel this need to rush. We feel this need of, I'm supposed to be at this place in my life, doing this thing, moving forward this way. And we're going to rush and we're going to want to push things so intensely. We can also be our own worst enemy during this time. We need harmony. We need balance. We're Sagittarius. That's like our thing. We are ruled by Jupiter, with the great enhancer. So whatever is within us during this time, during this month, gets enhanced. And we can have a tendency to step on our own feet, trip ourselves up, get too much in our own head. So be mindful about this. And as much as we can feel overpowered by everybody's viewpoint, everybody's way of looking at things, everybody's this, everybody's that, if we take our egos out of it and say, I'm not here to please everybody, I'm standing in my calm, I'm standing in my knowledge, and then we go into hermit mode, we connect with ourselves, all of a sudden things are going to be a lot clearer. But we have to take out the ego, which is what our world is all about, right? It's about feeding the ego, feeding the ego. It then moves us to justice reverse. Now, this is very interesting. This balance and justice, right? Temperance and justice are two court cards, like court cards meaning law cards. There we go. That's a better way to say it. So here with balance and justice coming in, it's things aren't always just and things aren't always true. And that is going to be very annoying, very intense for us. So being aware of this during this time is going to be important. This is also Libra energy. Time frame is September 23rd to October 22nd. So just knowing that Virgo energy goes into Libra energy, and Libra energy can be more tricky for us. It says, take time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decision making. So here with that reverse, it's like, you know what? I don't want to be fair and objective. I don't want to, kind of step back, look at all different sides of things. We just want to push forward. And Spirit's like, okay, I see that. I get that. But if we can take that energy and see it, kind of call it out in the month of July and say, okay, I see you. I'm not going to be tripped up by you. I'm not going to be hurt by you. I'm not going to be held back by you. I get to be just and fair to myself. And that's the best I can do right now, right? That's the best I can do for me. And then it brings us to the moon. I love that right now you have all major arcana cards. And yes, they're all reversed. So it brings things, it brings intensity forward, but it's not a bad thing. So the moon here is Pisces energy, time frame of February 19th to March 20th. It says powerful, intuitive, emphasis, letting go of worries and fear, understanding the truth of a situation. And because we do have truth, which is ourselves, reverse, we do feel like things are are unjust, unfair, out of balance. And remember, we're all about the harmony. With the moon reverse, fear can come forward. We can find that we have very anxious, worrying thoughts, that we can have, it can go to extremes of panic attacks. It can go to the extremes of I'm not sleeping, I'm not eating right, I'm not taking care of myself, because the fear is building and building and building within me. It's like a dam that's going to break. So just being aware of this during this time and saying, I need to calm myself down. I need to center myself. I need to look at what I'm afraid of, why I'm afraid of it. And then either say, okay, you know what? Logical fear. A lot of people are afraid of this. And I honor myself and I'm taking care of myself. Or we need to say, you know what? That fear, no. But this is going to be a time, Sagittarius, when we're really being dared by the universe, by God's source spirit, to listen to our bodies, to listen to how we feel, to listen to our stresses, our feeling of being overwhelmed, our intensity. It moves us then to the Queen of Wands. And this is us. Generous, stylish, gracious, and practical. So here, this isn't us. Wands, this is Pentacles, but this is us coming through. Spirit just said, this is you, this is you. So be practical in respects to how you are perceived. Okay. The ability to make anything more beautiful, meeting someone who can help you, can help your dreams come true, can help you make your dreams come true. And this is going to be a time where that energy is coming forward. This is going to be you, yes, but there's also somebody lifting you forward, guiding you, embracing you, helping you to see things differently during this time. Queen of Pentacles energy, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you're born on the cusp with Capricorn, if you have Earth sign energy in your chart, this comes through very positively and very powerfully. But we're also going to see that we are really planting the seeds of abundance, of prosperity, of success. We're learning how to nurture them, and we're also starting to nurture ourselves. It's like, I can nurture everybody else, but then it just becomes martyrdom, right? Look how selfless I am to give all of me to everybody and never take anything for myself. And it's like, no, I'm not here to do that. It's time for me to start nurturing me and seeing how I need to grow. It brings us then to the Four of Winter, the Four of Swords. Set aside your concerns for now. You can make the decisions later. Solutions can come from meditation, the need for more sleep, or vacation. And that's exactly what Spirit has been saying. We're really running ourselves hard. We're pushing ourselves. We're stressed. We're overwhelmed. And we're going to think, how I'm going to solve this problem? I'm going to solve this problem by adding more onto my plate, by taking more on. And that's not going to do anything for us. It's going to make us more stressed. It's going to make us more afraid. It's going to make us more overwhelmed. Looking at things and saying quieter is better, simpler is better, is going to be really important for this month. And then it brings us to the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Spring. It says, ask for help from others, all work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. And that's what we see here. I mean, we really do see this as all the big things, all the major heavy hitters make us feel out of control and out of balance, right? We can get in our own way. We can be our own worst enemy. We are seeing things as being unbalanced. We are temperance, where the two, where the cups being poured into each other, seeing things as being out of balance, sees us as being chaotic, sees us as feeling like we're falling apart. It's not good for us. And then it lands us into the realm of fear, of looking at the shadows and trying to figure it out instead of turning on the lights, instead of stepping back and being calm and, collective and saying, okay, I get to feel my emotions, but I don't get to be ruled by them. And that's going to be a very important thing, because what we're doing right now is we're trying to outrun our own nervous system, our own body, our own self, and we're just exhausted. And Spirit is saying, okay, see you, feel you, connect with you. That is going to be very important. And that is going to be very, very powerful, because there's this energy around you that expects you to keep on running away. Well, what if you stop running? And it's like, what if you stop running? And then all of a sudden, there's the abundance, there's the prosperity, there's the success, there's the bounty. And it's like, oh, okay. And with the Four of Wands, calming it down and centering yourself, that is going to be very, very powerful. Embracing sleep and just knowing that you're carrying a heavy burden, and not saying, oh, I can add more onto me. It's like, no, right now you have enough on your plate. And just being aware of that. It moves us to our spirit message. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a a sun in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced at random. So good luck to everyone. And if you're interested in purchasing a private reading, then check out the description box below and check out my website, daneharttarot.com. And here we have hope reversed. And this is interesting that this has come up before, where we would think, especially in the Northern Hemisphere, when it's all sunny and bright and happy, we can think like, oh, the hope is everywhere. But we can feel hopeless. We can feel overwhelmed. We can be really hard on ourselves during this time. And knowing that, we still have hope, that we're not done yet. We're not done yet. The last act, isn't here. And looking at ourselves and embracing our hope, embracing our passion, embracing what we desire, that's going to be a very important and very powerful thing. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. And this is divine wisdom. This is the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown. And this is embracing being wise. This is embracing, that divine logic coming down to us. It's that little voice inside our head. It's listening to it. It's calming ourselves down to say, I hear me. I'm standing with me. I'm seeing me. And that's what we have to do. And we're having a bit of trouble with that, a bit of a blockage here. So just being aware of this is going to be super, super important. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. So we have 2. We have the 8 of Cups and we have strength reversed. So the 8 of Cups is walking away from something we once thought we would love, we once thought would work, but it's also choosing us. And here, when Spirit is saying be mindful, with balance reverse, with us reverse, right? With temperance reverse, we're having a hard time choosing ourselves. And we're seeing strength as brute force instead of, okay, you know what? There's strength in gentleness. There's strength in kindness. We can also be having trouble with a Leo energy. So just be mindful of that. A time frame of July 23rd to August 22nd. We can find that everything's going along pretty well in July. Yes, we can have a tendency to really trip over our own feet, but come the 23rd, we can find that there are certain blockages, certain, things that come up that hold us back. All right. So here with the Hermit, it's time to turn inward. As much as we want to be out and going and doing, that's also a part here with the be mindful of the strength energy representative of Leo, like go out and do. And the more you're in the midst of everything, the happier you'll be, the more connected you will be. And it's like, is that the case? So just being aware of this is going to be important because it's going to be the opposite. It's like, okay, let me connect with me. Let me turn inward. Let me see myself. Let me calm it down. Let me get rid of all the extra nonsense. And there is something here with justice reversed. It's also looking for somebody else's, sense of justice or somebody else's ruling on something. And Spirit's like, why? Why aren't I trusting myself? Like, why aren't you trusting yourself, Sagittarius? What are you waiting for somebody else to give that approval to you because you've just given away your power? It's like the only person who needs to approve of you is you, right? And yes, we have people who are the closest to us and that we love the most, and those people are good to approve of us too. But we need to really stand in our power and say, no, this is me. This is what I'm going after. And with the moon, a lot of our fears come up during this time. A lot of things that we are afraid of, a lot of things that we think I'll never be able to get to the place that I want to be, we stand in our way. And as much as we don't want to hear that, this is going to be a month where if we say, okay, I'm standing in my way, I'm holding myself back, and we say, okay, what do I need to look at in order to move forward for me? That's going to be a very important thing. There's just no, I'm going to get in my own head and I'm going to stand in my own way during this time. And I have to stop that because we can be our own worst enemy and we can be our own harshest critic and cruelest critic at that. It brings us to the Queen of Pentacles, prosperity, success, bounty, abundance. It brings us to this place where we see somebody who sees us. And that's going to be a really big thing. Or somebody who helps us see us as being a lot more normal, a lot more, connected, a lot more, us than we thought we were. I hope that makes sense because it doesn't mean that you have to know the person. It can be that you're watching something or you're listening to something or you're reading something. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, that person feels the way I feel. Or, oh, they're going through what I'm going through. And then it's like, oh, wow. Like, oh, wow. It makes everything feel so much more normal. It makes you feel so much more normal, so much more grounded. And then it lets you start to see the bit of beauty that you're planting in your world and for yourself and the way that you're moving yourself forward. And it brings us then to this place of like, it's just time to rest. It's just time to slow it down. It's just time to connect because as we rest and as we connect, we start to see ourselves being more empowered, and we ask for help to alleviate, the burdens that we've been carrying. But also we're starting to say, I don't want to carry everybody's burdens. I don't want to carry everything. I don't want to be weighed down. I'm struggling at times, right? And so then it's asking for help. It's saying, okay, this is what I need to look for in my life. And even if it's just from your angels and your spirit guides, even if it's just that connection that says, okay, you know what? There's beauty here in my life, and I'm embracing it. And I'm seeing myself, and I'm moving myself forward, and I'm connecting more and more and more with spirit. And it is elevating me to the highest level. And that is going to be a very beautiful thing. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message, which is purposeful. It's being full of purpose, it's being full of guidance, and we want our world and ourselves to be purposeful. So, one of the reasons why we can be a bit out of balance during this time is we're kind of confused with our purpose. We're looking at things and we can bite off way more than we can chew and say, oh, well, my purpose is to be this and to be that. But we can also be like, my purpose is to be this to everyone else. And I'm forgetting to take care of myself. I'm forgetting to show up for me. So being aware of this is going to be a very important thing. It moves us then to our chakra energy, which is play reverse. This is a heart chakra blockage. We need to acknowledge the weight on our heart. We need to acknowledge the walls that we have built up, or the hurt that we have gone through, or the intensity that we have been through, and it's time to embrace play. It's time to embrace joy. It's time to give ourselves permission to laugh and be silly and be goofy and just have a great time. So that's going to be something subconsciously that we really need to do. And it's like something will happen sporadically, like spontaneously, that's the word, that makes us just laugh. That just makes us like embrace joy. And it's like, let yourself laugh, let yourself have fun, let yourself, because you've been so serious for so long, Sagittarius, and you've been trying to do so much that it's robbing your light, it's robbing your joy, it's taking that sparkle and that beauty from you. And you know what? You deserve better. You deserve more for yourself. And it moves us then to our energy to be mindful of, which is the Ten of Swords. Be mindful of feeling overwhelmed, of feeling trapped, of taking everybody's opinion, everybody's words, and just feeling weighed down by them. So be aware of this, because this is the Minor Arcana Death card, the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. We are transforming, and we are going to see ourselves transform in the most magnificent of ways, but we're scared, and it's overwhelming. So we can be just pushing it away from us. And Spirit's like, don't you dare do that. Don't you dare. It moves us then to our subconscious spirit message, which is the Six of Summer, which is the Six of Cups. It says children and childhood, the return of people or romances from the past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. So this is going to be a time where, yeah, the Six of Cups can bring either we remember things with so much joy because this is upright, right? We tend to go more towards the joyous rose-colored glasses way of looking at the past, but we can also remember things, much more severely, much more fiercely than it was. And so just being aware of that. And it can be true, like the way our bodies processed it, right? That time, it could be much more intense. We could be a lot more sensitive than some of the other people around us. And so it's showing kindness and compassion to ourselves. And it's also knowing that we're connecting with our past subconsciously to be able to map out the joy and the laughter and the love of our present. So being aware of that is a beautiful thing. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Sagittarius. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.